everybody. So today we're going to have the first tasting of batch 2310 today. So if you're new to this, I name my batches by the year in the batch that I'm brewing. So this is 2023, and this is the 10th batch that I brewed this year. Very late start, but we will make up for that next year. So this is a SMaSH beer, single malt, single hop, Golden Promise, and Vic Secret. For those that you have been following, another one. I do not know what's going on. And if you haven't been following, I would suggest going back and looking at my Golden Promise videos. This one did it again. Ended up at 3.57% ABV. I don't know. I've talked to homebrewers, I've talked to brewers, and nobody can seem to find out or maybe give me something that's going on with this. So batch 9, so 23.9 is gone. That was actually my wet hop Chinook beer that I made the same day as I made this one. And that one finished at like 2.3% ABV. Half a packet of US-05. Other half went in this one. And I went to bottle them. I took a reading. They were both low. This one was at 3.57, I believe. And I said, let's dump half a bag of SO4 in each one and give it another couple days. So that's what I did, and they didn't move. I even moved them to a warmer place. Nothing. So this was the higher ABV, so I bottled it. I've been using Omega Yeast 005. Every single batch has turned out. So I have them side by side, US-05 and 005, and the 005 finishes that US-05 yeast. That should be able to tolerate it. I don't know what's going on. Tomorrow, I'm going to brew with SO4 and just see. But my mash-ins are around 150 to 153. They end about the same or a little bit lower, around 150, 151. Grain is new. Packets of yeast are new. But so this is using small batch 1.25 gallons going into the carboy. 2 pounds, 4 ounces Golden Promise. Then Vic Secret hops at 30 minutes, 0.39 ounces. Then at 5 minutes, 0.29. That's it. I will make some with dry hop and all that. I want to do first wort hopping and all that stuff. But I just want to get a baseline. But it's just scaring me using this US-05 and SO4 yeast, because for whatever reason they do. I don't know if my homebrew store got a bad batch or what. But I did talk to him, and he said he's heard nothing, and he's used it. So let's go ahead and get this open. Now, I did have to buy the big Pearl carbonation tablets. I actually have them right here. The Cooper's big ones, 1 per 12 ounces. These are 22-ounce bottles, and I used 2. So I'm guessing I'm going to have to grab a glass from back here, because this is 2 weeks. I must have been mad, and I didn't even put when I bottled this, but this is a little over 2 weeks. So let's see how this does. Good hiss, good smoke. Yeah, we're not going over, so this might be okay. But I mean, technically pale ale-ish, sure. I think there's going to be more sweetness, because what you're going to miss is all that sugar in there. The yeast didn't eat it. That's why we have a low ABV. So this is probably going to be thicker, a little bit more sweeter than like a pale ale, but you could say it's a pale ale. There's not that much hops in it. Off-white colored head, pretty much all small bubbles, about a half a finger of head. very cloudy. And I'm going to say this again. I don't know why Golden Promise malt is not used in New England IPAs. Like, are most breweries trying to go with that milky yellow color overall? And most of these have been a little bit more orange. So that's why they're not going with this. I mean, this one, I would say medium haze to full. I mean, I've already showed it to you. I don't, yeah, you guys aren't going to be able to see it. But down in here, I can make out the light box, the bottom of it. So I wouldn't say full haze, but I would say carbonation's perfect. But I did pick up some small pearl ones, which I think you should use. Don't use those big ones unless you're using 12-ounce bottles. Then I think you're fine. But the small pearls, they're easier. I usually use 6 to 7 per 22 ounces, just depending on what bottles I have ready. Usually I have 5 beers going at a time. So if you look at the 22-ounce bottles, I only need 15 of them versus 20 of the other ones, because in the 22-ounce bottles, I only do 3. And then in the 12-ounce bottles, I do 4 bottles. So let's go ahead and smell this. Wine like grape, white grape is what I'm thinking we're going to get. I did a was that Vic Secret? Now I don't remember. It couldn't have been. What was that hop I used? I don't even know. I don't know what batch 3 was. That was a combination. Huh. Okay, let's go ahead and smell. I get that toasted malt, that sweeter toasted malt again. Almost like it wants to be like not a s'mores, but if you kind of toasted a marshmallow, that's what I'm getting, like a malty marshmallow. Yeah, that's it. That's all I get. Let's go ahead and taste. More bitterness, more citrus rind, not that much toasted malt. I get toasted malt citrus is what I get. Easy drinking, tastes fine. I'm going to have to wrap this one up quick because my battery's about ready to die. Easy drinking beer, a little bit more bitterness than what I think should be in this beer on the back end, but I think that's because it didn't attenuate all the way. I think there's a little bit more sweetness, but I think that bitterness helped cut that sweetness, and it works out. So now I'm going to go back to all my other ones and see what batch 3 was, because I thought that was Vic Secret, but I must be wrong because batch 10 is. So we'll see. So if you enjoyed this review, check some more out over here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up. And until next time, cheers.